49 అంటే సంతానం, 49 అంటే సంతోషం. 49
ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్, తెలంగాణ.
తెలంగాణ వయసులో చిన్న రాష్ట్రమే అయినా అభివృద్ధిలో అన్ని రాష్ట్రాల కంటే ముందుందని మంత్రి కేటీఆర్ అన్నారు. ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్, ఐటీ, ఎక్స్పోర్ట్స్, సేఫ్టీ ఇలా అన్ని రంగాల్లోనూ అగ్రస్థానంలో ఉన్నామని చెప్పారు. హైదరాబాద్లో ఎలాంటి ఘర్షణలు లేకుండా అంతా ప్రశాంతంగా ఉంటుందన్నారు. అటు మొబిలిటీ రంగంలో అతిపెద్ద సంస్థ అయిన జెడ్ఎఫ్ హైదరాబాద్లో తమ సంస్థని ఏర్పాటు చేయడం సంతోషంగా ఉందని తెలిపారు. హైదరాబాద్ గచ్చిబౌలిలోని ఫైనాన్షియల్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్లో జెడ్ఎఫ్ టెక్నాలజీ కొత్త సెంటర్ను మంత్రి కేటీఆర్ ప్రారంభించారు. ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో ఐటీ, ఇండస్ట్రియల్ ప్రిన్సిపల్ సెక్రటరీ జయేష్ రంజన్, జెడ్ఎఫ్ కంపెనీ ప్రతినిధులు తదితరులు పాల్గొన్నారు. ఈ మొబిలిటీ, అడాస్, ఇంటిగ్రేటెడ్ సేఫ్టీ, డిజిటలైజేషన్తో కూడిన వెహికల్ మోషన్ కంట్రోల్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ను జెడ్ఎఫ్ కంపెనీ డెవలప్ చేస్తుంది. ఈ కొత్త సెంటర్ ద్వారా 5,000 మంది ఇంజనీర్లకు ఉపాధి లభించనుంది.
You've just joined a very elite club. You know, Amazon's world's largest campus, world's largest presence in terms of number of employees is not in the US, is not in Seattle, it is actually in Hyderabad. Now ZF's largest technology center being in Hyderabad, you've just joined a league with Amazon, so I think the entire family of ZF deserves a huge round of applause. So going from 0 to 2,900, you know, I think we all dream of our vehicles going from 0 to 140 in like 10 seconds and 5 seconds. I think that's the usual, automobile industry parlance. So this is brilliant, what you've done from 0 to 2,900, being the largest technology center, I think covering over 100, supporting over 100 different locations across the world is a brilliant addition. So my compliments to the entire family of ZF. I think it's not going to stop at 2,900. He just mentioned, you're aiming at 5,000, which I think is going to create 2,000 more jobs in Hyderabad. Just this morning, we released our annual performance report of the IT department in Government of Telangana. In fact, it's a fabulous story what has happened over the last 8 years. Tomorrow we complete 8 years as a new state. 8 years ago when the state was founded, the IT exports were languishing around 57,000 crores of rupees per annum. The previous year, that was 2013-14. When the journey started, it was 57,000 crores of exports and 320,000 people working directly in the IT sector in Hyderabad and in Telangana. But now, if you look at the story after 8 years, what's impressive is not just the growth in terms of exports. What's equally impressive is the number of employees that have been added. From 57,000 crores, today we stand at 1,83,000 crores. We have actually more than tripled. So it's more than a 300% growth, which is stupendous. And I think one of the reasons why that has happened is because of organizations like ZF and the confidence that they have reposed in Hyderabad, in Telangana, and how you went from 0 to 2,900 over the last 5 years. I think you guys have been a significant player in that growth story as well. Likewise, the number of employees was about 320,000 when we started this as our journey as a new state. Now it's at nearly 800,000 employees, so almost 480,000 addition, which is stupendous. And let me also tell you one more thing. Last year, our growth in terms of IT exports was at around 26.14%, while the entire national average is about 17%. So we are growing at about 9% higher than the national average. And let me also tell you, according to NASSCOM, last year in India, across the country, about 450,000 new jobs have been added in IT sector, out of which 150,000 came from Hyderabad. That means 1/3 of the new jobs that have been created last year were created in Hyderabad. Just trying to tell you that this is a fantastic city with a vibrant ecosystem, with more and more opportunities for talented youngsters. I think what's important for us to realize is that Government of Telangana has not only focused on the large companies like ZF. We've also invited smaller companies to participate in our mobility cluster. We've also been able to forge very interesting partnerships. In fact, we have invited ZF to be a part of TMV, the Telangana Mobility Valley. And you have some very interesting partners and interesting company there. You have Hyundai, who's working with us. You have Stellantis, who's working with us. You have Bosch, who's working with us. You have, of course, ZF, Intel, Qualcomm, Micron, and we also have Bharat Forge, the Kalyani Group. So all of these interesting players coming together. and creating this mobility ecosystem is something that I'm truly upbeat about, because I believe the next frontier, because for India, from a jobs perspective, from wealth creation perspective, is in emerging technologies, and mobility is one very, very important sector. Sustainable mobility, shared mobility, and a bunch of other variants of mobility. And let me also tell you, our strengths in life sciences again are unparalleled. In fact, Hyderabad is home to 1/3 of human vaccines produced globally. So we are the vaccine capital of the world. A brilliant city. Communal harmony is intact. No nonsense here. No halal, hijab nonsense. We are focused on getting work done. We are focused on business. We are focused on economics, not politics. I think German engineering is world class. We all know that. The Beamers, the Mercs, and every other product that we love in India as well and across the world as well are all German. Their engineering prowess is well known. But let's compete. Let's actually create new benchmarks from this ZF facility in Hyderabad, so that not only Dirk and Chris, but the entire ZF team will come here, learn from you guys, and appreciate you for your talent.